G'day legends, welcome back to another episode, Young Nomad style of course, where our motto is absolutely live free. I hope you're happy, healthy and well wherever you are in the world. And on this episode, a short and sweet one, but hopefully a useful one for you viewers at home on a recent product and addition that we've made to our touring setup needs. I'm going to share with you what that product is, why we went down the path of utilising this particular product and what change we made to suit, and an overall review of our end-to-end experience with the product itself. But before I jump into that, whatever you do, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell for all your weekly notifications, because in the coming 2 weeks time to the day, we've got an epic fishing adventure that will take us and the lads for 4 days away to Port Augusta to chase what I believe is the greatest pound for pound fighting fish in the ocean, the almighty kingfish. Now I will apologise, we were meant to air an episode last week that took us to Marion Bay and our adventures over there for 4 nights, 5 days, but unfortunately Mother Nature was not on our side, and after 3 days of 30 to 35 knot prevailing winds, we unfortunately weren't able to put together any content to share with you Marion Bay. But we'll get back there this summer and look forward to sharing you all the good stuff that Marion Bay has to offer. Also, feel free to drop any comments that you have down below. We're not shy from any comments or questions that you have. Fire them away. We love hearing from you guys, and share the love far and wide, because with everything that's going on in the world, connecting with each other through this format is a great way, and what better way to share ideas so that we can all get out there and explore our great country, Australia, together. So let's jump straight into it. The product that we've added to the caravan and Land Cruiser setup is the Stone Stomper blanket. Now firstly, let me just start off by saying I'm not sponsored by any product, so anything that I share with you is purely for the benefit of you. I love sharing this stuff because we get a lot of questions about our setup and our products that we have, and I've made a lot of mistakes along the way too though. So if I can help you avoid the mistakes that I've made to help fast track your success to getting out on that road sooner, then it's a win for all. Secondly, I love supporting and endorsing proudly owned Australian businesses, and that's exactly the case here folks with the Stone Stomper Stone Guards. They are built here in Australia. In fact, they're local to my state of South Australia, so very proud to support and endorse them. Now you'll see behind me here, the reason we've gone the stone blanket, and I'll show you in a moment, we started noticing some chips high up on the caravan here. Even though we had this existing stone guard that we put on ourselves, which had the standard mud flaps underneath the guard itself obviously, which I've had to remove so that the blanket can go through, we still noticed chips were occurring. So for now, I've kept this stone guard on here because we had to fabricate a plate on there to bolt it and mount it to. And to be honest, it's going to be more work than what it's worth to take this off and just have the blanket itself. And for now, I guess it adds an extra dimension for protection against the gas bottle. The other thing you've got to be mindful with these stone guards is they might protect this gear here more so, but up high, absolutely not, as it's let us down and failed us, and we've now got stone damage to the front of the van. The other thing, it will bounce rocks back into your car, and that's been the case here on the Land Cruiser. I've got a little ding there from a stone that's probably hit the stone guard and flicked back in, whereas the stone blanket will stop all of that from happening. The other thing as well is that it suppresses a lot of dust hitting the front of the van, because that's obviously what gets caked in mud and dust is the front of the van itself, but really easy to use. So I'm just going to point out a few points as part of the Stone Stomper guard itself. Now folks, I'll put their website just up above here somewhere shortly. You can jump on there. The guys were amazing to deal with, really efficient in their responses, and to measure this up to suit any car, you don't need to be a brain surgeon. I mean, I didn't even pass year 12, so if I can do it, I'm confident you can do it at home. But a few things I just want to point out. It's custom made to your measurements of your vehicle and van. And I'll get to that in a moment. I'll show you exactly how. It's removable within seconds. It fits all hitches. So any tow hitch you've got, they've got a mount that will fit it. It's easy DIY installation, absolutely. Tested in Australia's harshest conditions. It's Australian owned and made. We're proud of that. And weight, 6 kilos. So it's quite a light, versatile product. But yeah, just very easy. So first and foremost, when you reach out to Stone Stomper, I think mine costs about 650 bucks, 700 bucks, thereabouts, folks. You can buy little extras above that as well. So you'll note here, I've got this little canvas sleeve, and essentially what that does it just slides over the rear flap of the Stone Stomper blanket that rolls up over the bar. Then you just slide this across. I will show you at the end of this video how quick and easy this is to clip on and off. But when you make an inquiry with the guys, they'll send you a bit of a information pack, and it's literally follow the bouncing ball. So firstly, you need to choose your bar option, okay? Where you want it mounted, whether it's angled, whether it's on the post, whether it's what I went with, the standard hitch option there as well, but I'll show you in more details. Once you've selected your bar option, then you've got to choose where you want your brackets fitted onto the van. I'll show you how we fitted ours very shortly. When you take your measurements, it's all a step-by-step guide that you'll get from Stone Stomper. Folks, it literally took me 15 minutes to get the measurements that they needed over to them as part of my quote and order and finalised. Now, just one thing I'll point out, from when I put my order, it was about a month and a half, 6 weeks, 7 weeks there from ordering, production to delivery. So just be mindful of that, and they do deliver Australia-wide. I'm going to grab the camera and I'm going to show you down here exactly how we've mounted it, how the fittings go on, and then I'll show you exactly how quickly it is to unhitch and hitch back on. Probably one of the real big questions that people ask is, oh, how do you access the back of the car? Well, let me show you. It's as easy as this. You can either firstly undo the stainless clips if you want, and it just drops down, as simple as that. Or, because you've got elastic cords in here, you can walk into it and it's going to give, stretch, flex and take. So for example, my fridge is here. Let's just say we pull over on the side of the road for some lunch. We want some cold drinks because we're having lunch in the caravan, you know, in the middle of a trip driving. I can still access my fridge. Simple. There's the fridge. Bob's your uncle. So it's not going to restrict your access. Obviously, if you need to get right into the back of the cab of your car, yeah, you're probably going to unhitch it. No brainer there. So I love the versatility of still being able to access the rear of my car, how quickly it was to get on and get off. The other thing as well is you can tension these elastic bands, okay? So you can torque it tighter. Mine probably needs a little bit done to it, but I've just got the chains sitting there at the moment because I haven't fully hooked on. We're not headed off anywhere. One thing that I did do, and I'll grab the camera and I'll show you, is I replaced the stainless D-shackle that came with them and put in these stainless clips. So you can see there's the bracket that gets tech screwed in to the body of the caravan. There's the actual mount that clips on and clips off. Now these originally did come with a D-shackle that you could screw on and screw off. I got rid of that because I thought with vibration corrugation, there's a possibility that that D-shackle might, you know, come loose or undo. But I also found it a little bit tight up here to sort of get your fingers in there to unscrew the D-shackle itself. So I went to Bunnings, a couple of bucks, and we've got these stainless clip on and clip off, okay? If you have a look over here, you can see here, nice quality steel, nice quality stainless clips, nice strong and sturdy. And there's those there's elastic sort of bungee cabling, I guess you would call it, that you can tension and torque the blanket itself as well. But as you can see, it's literally 3 clips on here and you're away. Then you've got a center one as well here to obviously wrap around, clip on, just to pull the center piece up. Now your chains obviously run underneath, under here as per normal. Okay, so I'll just show you. Chain, right, so they would still go under there and bolt onto the car as per normal. Your cabling, so obviously your brake cable and the Anderson cable, simply over the bar, done. So it doesn't affect anything from a setup point of view in terms of your original chains and your original cabling. I'll just point out here, you'll see this is the jockey mount that we have, and then what I've done here as well, we've just welded another jockey bracket there because I hate things being loose around in the car or caravan. So when the jockey wheel's not down, it's permanently mounted on here as well. So, so what I'll do now, folks, is I'm going to unclip it all and show you how quickly it is to set it all up. Sit tight. Okay, folks, as you can see, the blanket is now gone. I'm going to show you how quickly it is to snap on, get on, literally within a few minutes, and you're hooked on, ready to go. So let's get underway. Now, sorry if I pop out a picture here for a moment. So first one, mounted onto the van itself. Three clips on this side, and it's a real high grade mesh blanket as well, guys. So nothing's going to penetrate this blanket. It's very strong and sturdy. So 3 mounts onto the car. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to pop around the other side. Stay tuned. Okay, now over this side, clip onto the caravan. Like I said, once you torque the bungee cables to suit your torque of your vehicle and how tight you need it, you're all good. Once it's set, it's kind of set and forget. Center cord, wrap it around, just to pull the center up nice and tight to the car. Clip that on. And then 2 clips here. And that's it, folks. It's on, it's ready to go. Fire up the engine, we're ready to hit the road. That's how quick and easy it was. Couple of minutes and could save you a wealth of pain looking at the stone chips that we've got on the front of our van, which I'll show you in a moment real shortly. So as you can see, folks, you've also got this little added extra dimension of dust proofing. These little stone dust proof flaps that come off the bar itself just add an extra dimension of blocking that dust from your rear wheels of your tyre and underbody of your car before it even hits the blanket as well. But I'll wrap these flaps up and show you exactly how that little canvas bag slides on, just so it looks all nice, neat, tidy and tucked away, so that when you're not travelling and touring, these things are still protected and covered. Okay, so as you can see, folks, we're completely detached from the caravan now. Those dust flaps simply roll over the bar a couple of times. These canvas bags just slide over the top just to protect them and get them out of the elements of the sun. You've got this nice Velcro strap that just pulls the two on tightly together so they can't slide off. They were extra, so I think the blanket itself is around $590 standard with no little extras, and these were about $50 or $60 on top of that. But like I said, I'll drop the contact information for Stone Stomper in the video. You can see here obviously the mount that we've gone with as well. So we've just mounted it to the existing hitch behind the tow hitch itself, more so the tongue sleeve that goes into the hitch itself, and then it comes just simply with a nylon nut as well to hold it into place. So very quick and easy installation. I'll show you the collateral damage of what happened before we installed the stone blanket. So as you can see up here, folks, you can see quite high stone chips have occurred. This was simply prior to us installing the stone blanket itself. Yes, we had the stone guard here as I mentioned, but if you can avoid my mistakes and the damage to your van or camper, then I would avoid going one of these altogether. Yes, they are cheaper. A couple $100 you can get away with one of these, but they aren't going to protect what's more expensive, and that's your van. These are useful for low stone effects, so obviously protecting your gas bottle and your box, absolutely, no problems. But when stones start flicking up higher, whether it's from bouncing off the road or oncoming car, you can see it's not going to protect or help you. These obviously do not reduce dust and mud impact to the front of your van or camper as well, whereas the blanket will absolutely do that. So shoulda, coulda, woulda, had my time again, wouldn't have gone the stone guard, would have gone the blanket from day one. Overall review, absolute mint product. Highly rate it, highly recommend it. It's Australian made, it's a good high grade quality product. Yes, it's not the cheapest, but poor man pays twice, as I have in this instance. So to you guys at Stone Stomper, well done on creating an absolute ripping product. Absolutely highly recommend it, and only honoured to endorse it in this video. So whatever you do, if you're looking at stone guard options, go straight to the blanket. If you know somebody that's sick of dust, dirt, or stone damage to their caravans or campers, go straight to the Stone Stomper guys. Reach out to them. I'll put their contact details. Thanks for tuning in on this episode. And as I said, sit tight. In a couple of weeks' time, epic fishing adventures are going to take us over to Port Augusta, chasing the mighty kingfish. But whatever you do, keep safe and please be kind to each other. Thanks for joining us on this episode. Look forward to connecting with you guys and girls real soon. Bye for now.